Hello and welcome back to another installment of the Craftsmen Collective. As always, Rock here. And as you can see here, we've done a little bit of a modification since the last time. Before we had like a chain of bat boxes and a medium voltage transformer, which we shouldn't have had, and etc. etc. So now we have a MFSQ that's pretty close to full. I think we used it a little bit. Medium voltage transformer, low voltage transformer, and that all hooks into our little kind of network here. So we got compressors, we got macerators, whatever they are, extractors and induction furnaces, and so overall we're pretty set on this. I think the only thing we're kind of missing from this whole system is more overclock upgrades. From testing, I can get about 8 overclock upgrades without losing kind of a charge here. So that's one thing we're going to have to work on, probably off camera, but that is something we will have to work on. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this system right here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more better. It's going to be a lot more efficient once we get a high voltage solar panel. That's going to take quite a bit of resources that we don't really have. I mean, we have a little bit of copper in comparison to how much we kind of need for this, and the same with rubber. We don't really have enough rubber, but there is one way to get more rubber, and that is via a tree farm, which is kind of our main focus for today, is setting up a tree farm, and not the traditional tree farm or second traditional tree farm. A traditional tree farm would be just kind of rows of trees, and we manually harvest them ourselves. A second traditional tree farm would be using the Forestry mod and doing the tree farm via that. We are going to be doing it a slightly bit different, using another mod that I don't think has been used quite that much on the server, that being Steve's Carts. I've been playing a bit with Steve's Carts and trying to figure out how all this stuff works. And so the first thing we're going to start setting up is a cart assembly table. I believe that's what it's called. So this is kind of how the recipe for the cart assembler is. We'll be getting into the recipe for the simple PCB in a second, but this first thing to start off with is a cart assembler. And I think for our tree farm, we'll set it up. It's kind of hard to figure out where we want to set it up. I think we'll set it up maybe out front of our base. We need a nice open area. This kind of area is a bit constricting, so possibly something like up here. We might clear some space and set up our tree farm, or we might even just go back here. We have a lot of flat area back here. Back here might be, now that I look at it, back here might be the best course of action for setting up our base of action for our tree farm. So I think we will set it up back here, but we want to start setting up. Actually, hold on. Now that I actually left the area I want to be there, we'll start setting up our stuff here, starting with our cart assembler. We'll go here. So the cart assembler, not that I've noticed, but not doing much. The cart assembler is a pretty interesting setup. There's a lot of things you can do and a lot of things you can set up with the carts. I mean, just looking at these cart stuff in general, there's lots of different engines you can set up and lots of different lots of different add-ons and all that. You can do a lot of things. You can set up like tree farms and plant like wheat farms. You can set up mining carts and stuff, and there are so many things you can do with the Steve's carts that I didn't really know about before, and kind of looking into it, I've gotten a little bit more familiarized with it, and I'm pretty excited for how things are going to be set up. So there are a few things where we want. The first thing, well, as we mentioned before, we want to set up a tree farm. So there's a few things that we are going to need to set up this tree farm. The first of which is we want to set up a standard hull. Standard hull has a module capacity of 200, module complexity cap of 50, max engines of 3, and max add-ons of 6. Now, for these iron wheels, for example, it's just iron with sticks around it, and then a bunch of iron with the 2 wheels, and that will give us a standard hull. There are 3 different types of hulls. There's a wooden hull, a standard hull, and I believe a reinforced hull, which I don't know the exact recipe. Let's look it up. Reinforced hull. So the reinforced hull requires the reinforced wheels and a reinforced metal. Reinforced metal is stabilized metal, which is iron with these hardened meshes. The hardened meshes are iron bars, and these refined hardeners, raw hardener. Oh my god, these reinforced hulls are essentially expensive as all hell. And this is more refined hardeners. So essentially a lot of diamonds and a lot of obsidian for their reinforced hull, which we're not going to worry about now. We're just going to go with a standard hull. Now, we want to set up a tree farm, like I said before. So in order to set up a tree farm, we're going to need a few different things. The first thing we're going to need, we want 2 different types of engines on our tree harvester. We want one that is a solar-powered engine. That way, during the daytime, it can accept solar energy in order to run efficiently. The second thing we're going to want is a coal engine, so that during the nighttime, we can run the system as well. So, let's see. So, this solar engine requires quite a few different components. Specifically, these solar panels and these advanced PCB plates. So, in order to make a traditional PCB plate, a simple PCB, it requires 4 iron, 4 redstone, and a gold, which makes a simple PCB. Now, an advanced PCB requires 2 simple PCBs, 3 iron ingots, and 4 redstone to make a advanced PCB. Now, for the solar panels, we need 2 glowstone, a redstone, and an iron. And combining all of that together, we get a solar engine, requiring 4 solar panels, an advanced PCB, 2 iron, and 2 pistons. There we go. We have our advanced engine. Next thing we need additionally is the coal engine, which requires 5 iron, a furnace, and 2 pistons. Bam. After that, we want some internal storage for our minecart. That way it can hold the wood for any wood that is harvested from the tree farm. We're probably going to want about 4, I would guess 4 internal storages, which this setup right here with the 7 planks and 2 logs will give us 32 chest panes, and then 8 chest panes and a chest lock, which a chest lock is just a iron and a stone, will give us an internal storage. Now we want, I'm going to say 4 chests internal storages. So let's see, we have a bunch of extra chest locks here, and poor bird. For those of you who don't know, Bird is a new member of the Craftsmen Collective server, the winner of the of Captain Chaos's contest. But here we got 4 internal storages. After that, we are going to need a wood cutter. Now this is what's going to be actually used for the harvesting of trees. The wood cutter requires 5 saw blades, a iron ingot, and a wood cutting core. Now for the saw blades, a saw blade is a diamond and 2 iron ingots, and a wood cutting core is an advanced PCB and then 8 saplings. So with that, we will be able to construct a wood cutter core. And I think with that, we are all good to construct our cart. We're going to grab a few different stacks of coal and head over to our thing after we grab a few stacks of rails. I believe we have... I thought we had some rails. Okay, we have some rails. Good. We're going to set up our rails and set up our cart and such. So down here we'll go to our cart assembler. Now the cart assembler is going to take a bit, so we're probably going to have to wait off camera for it to construct, but we want to set up a few different things. We will be setting up a coal engine as well as a solar engine. And one thing to note before we continue on, there's a hull capacity, which is the total amount of modular cost that we can have for this device. There's also a complexity cap. That means any modular or any kind of engine, tool, attachment, storage add-on we have, the cost of it cannot exceed 50. So as you can see, this costs 20, this costs 15, this costs 34, 25. So the cost itself does not exceed 50, so we're all set. The overall cost itself cannot exceed 200, so we're all set in that aspect. Now, for this cart, we will be adding a woodcutter to it, and we will also be adding these internal storages. So this is right here going to be the look of our cart, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think that is the extent of what we're going to want for our cart. For this, it will be a tree farm cart. Running off solar and coal with an extensive amount of internal storage, and it will be a cutting tool. So what we need is some power for the assembler, and we also want to begin assembling. Now it's going to take about 34 minutes to assemble this device, so in the meantime we are going to want to set up our area for the carts and go from there. We will probably have to wait a little bit off camera for everything to be set up completely, but in general I think we can set up the basics here, and once we have the basics set up and the cart constructed, we will be able to start constructing our tree farm. Now, one thing with the tree farm is it does, you pretty much, essentially you give it saplings, you give it its energy, and it will manually, it's essentially just keep circling around, planting saplings when it needs to, harvesting trees when it needs to, and going on from there. So we'll set up it up, we'll set up the system. We're probably going to set it up initially with some rubber trees, or maybe some regular saplings just to get initial harvest of trees or harvest of wood, and then we'll kind of mix it up, give it different logs. That way we can get rubber, we can get regular logs, and we will be quite happy. So we need a bit more dirt. There we go. A bit more dirt. We will head back outside to our assembly area. I'm a little sad there's mobs out here, though, with Dugan on now and bird tross. It's gonna be hard to find a good time to sleep. Terrible aim right now. It's gonna be hard to find a good time to sleep. Oh wow, you son of a gun. Oh, that guy snuck up on me. And I don't think we're even on hard difficulty. I don't know how he killed me. Yeah, we're gonna want to set up our track along the area here, and I think while we do wait for the cart to finish constructing, we will do a little something. A little something. Okay. This is my silk touch. Goes here. I'm breaking fortune. So I think as I was trying to say, while we're waiting, I think we will do something off camera, or not off camera, on camera, to pass the time. And that's going to be a secret. You'll see in a few minutes, but it's going to be a secret. I'm prepared for it, I think. I think I have the resources and the gear for it. And it will be, I think, the first one done on camera on the server. I think it's been done before, but it'll be the first one on camera. If that doesn't give you a hint. We'll see if you're correct. Okay. Get a little bit of dirt. A little bit more dirt. Wow. Bugger off, creepers. Jesus. No one likes you. It's not a friendly place in the nighttime. I might have to, I think off camera at some time, I might have to just go around and light this area up because it's pretty dark here. But I think we have a nice area. I see you, this guy. What a guy. Come here. Let me... Get out of here, guy. Yeah, I have my animations down to very low or off, so I don't have to worry about the spawner farm with blazes. But so I think right about there, we're gonna set up our carts, or that's the area we're gonna set up our tree farm. Yeah, get some, guy. Get some. Bo. There we go. Let me get rid of my death point. Okay. So right here is where I'm thinking we will set up our tree farm. We want to give a bit of space on each side of the cart for saplings. So sapling will go here. Actually, we'll cut it in here. So something like that. Alright, so something like this I'm thinking is what we'll do for our tree farm. Yeah, something like that. And then when we throw our cart on there, it'll fill up with saplings all around it and stuff. So I think that's good. I'm happy with that right there. So as we can see, we have 27 minutes left. We're gonna want to set up. Oh, where's our? Oh, we lost our book. No. All right, we're gonna have to do that off camera. We lost our book, unfortunately, to our base. All right, let's set that up real quick, and then we'll move on to. Actually, there's a couple things I want to do first. Before I do that, let's set up a chunk loader near our cart assembler. just so we can keep it going while we are doing our other stuff. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. There we go. We got a chunk loader there, so we should be good to do what we... Come on. What we need to. We want to set up a book real quick that we lost. We need a book. We'll set it up right about here. Our linking book. Go to our table. This is going to be for home. Actually, we're not going to give it a name, but it's going to be intralinking and following. We're going to go over to our this. We're going to rename this home. Of course, we don't have the levels, so we'll just keep it there for now. Alright, so let's just get rid of all this random crap that we don't necessarily need for now. You. And I don't think we want to hold on to that for now. Especially for the next thing we're going to be doing while that is working. Get some magic. We will hold this. That will keep. Cobble will keep. That will keep here. Okay. So in addition to that, we're going to need some potions, which we'll grab a couple of regen. Couple healing. And we're going to want maybe fire resist. So let's go ahead. Let's get ourselves some potion bottles. We'll make ourselves an 8-minute fire resist. In the off chance that we need this. Okay, we got cream, redstone. Perfect. We also need another wort. And for those of you who haven't guessed yet, we are going to be doing a wither boss fight. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that cart to assemble. So this should be pretty interesting. I've done a couple wither boss fights before. Not on here, but in general, I've done a couple wither boss fights in, CTM maps and such. So this is going to be interesting. But there's going to be a slight twist onto it. So instead of just one wither boss, we're going to attempt 3 wither bosses. So I'm a bit skeptical and a bit scared, but we are going to attempt it. We are also going to want a strength potion, which is going to require this. We'll try for... I think we'll just try for a tier 2 strength potion. For that. But yeah, we're going to be going for a wither fight against 3 wither bosses. This is going to be a bit interesting. I don't know if could say I've done 3 before, but I think at this point, with the gear we have and the items we have and the potions and all of that, if it's anything less than 3, it's probably going to not going to be super difficult. Fire resist, glowstone. Oh, the glowstone levels it. We're going to need redstone for that one. There we go. Okay, that will give us a strength potion. I'm a little bit nervous and a little bit excited to see how this fight turns out. We definitely have to switch out of this gear into our diamond gear to do this fight, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping not to fail too hard on this one. So let's go in here. We'll store our excess potions in there. We'll keep a fire resist on us, and we can refill that up with potions. Now, yeah. Okay, we got this. Fill this back up with potions. Store this. Okay, so we got a fire resist, we got a strength potion, or fire resist strength, and we got our couple healing potions. Ooh, this is gonna be intense. Going to be intense. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. Now we want to grab our armor, our diamond enchanted armor. Protection 3, respiration 3, protection 4, fire protection 4, fire protection or 3, feather falling 4. A little less protection than I necessarily want, but I think we can manage it with what we have there. So we'll definitely see how things go. But I do have good stuff. Sharpness 4, fire aspect 2, knockback 2. We got power 5. So overall, I think we're strong in the potion department and the sword department. Now, what we need is our blocks. So it requires 4 per, so that's 12. We're also going to need 3 per, that's 9. We have quite a bit. And we are going to be using our desert world for this. Desert world instead of our tree world. As a desert world would probably be a good place to hold that. Now, one thing we want to do as a safety precaution is we will set up a book back to this area from there. So we'll grab a couple sticks, a couple planks. We're going to set up a book stand. We're also going to set up our warp book. We'll head into the desert. So this right here, oh, not that either, is where we're going to set up our book back to the overworld. Perfect. And we can get rid of that. Perfect. Alright, so in the off chance that we do die, we have a way back. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to head out just a bit. That way the chaos that ensues will not destroy our beginning area. So when we do inevitably die, we will be pretty safe. Go out a smidgen more. I think right over here will be good. So let's set up our withered bosses. Like so. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's not gonna work. And of course I have no pick on me. I'm bad at this game. Might be shitty picks in here. No. All right, we're gonna bring our good pick. We're gonna go on the gut feeling that we're not gonna lose. Wait, am I going the right way? Hello? Okay, good. Right way. Not yet. Okay. All right. We'll put it here, 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 here. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're not going to need blocks so much. Look, we'll keep here. That. Oh. Are you guys ready for this? Because I sure as hell am not. Let's do this. Get up here. Oh, this is gonna be an intense fight. Thank God for the regen potions. Regen potions make this fight easy as hell. Even with 3 of them. Alright, let's back up for a second. Yeah, get some. Yeah. Come on. Okay, I think I got one. One down. Okay. Okay, we did the regen already. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay, that guy's down to PvP. Oh. Not quite what I was hoping for. My shit's probably destroyed all to hell by now. Bugger off! Don't mind me. I just want my stuff. Don't mind me. See if I can aggro this guy away from my stuff. He's probably already destroyed it by now. Okay, he might have destroyed some of it. He destroyed some of it. No. Alright, so we're not quite ready for 3 of them. Maybe if I had... Alright, let me gear back up with some new fresh gear, and we'll continue with that. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. We're back. We re-enchanted a new set of diamond gear. We set up a new sword, grabbed a bow from the enchantment exchange. It's got some potions. I'm not expecting a whole lot from this, but enough to get us going. Yeah, as you can see, there's our 2 deaths there. I'm really hoping to get some of our gear back. You know, at least the bow. but we'll see. I gotta figure out which. Okay. We'll fight one of these at a time. Then I'm fine with that. Yeah, you bastard! Get out of here! Okay, we got him, and we got a star from that, so I'm happy about that. I didn't bring food. Let's see if I can get any gear from over here. Oh, Jesus. You lagged at us like a boss. Come on. You're gonna come down one of these days. Come on. Come here. Okay, he's coming down. Yeah. That's how it's done. It just requires a death or two to complete the objective. And I'm pretty sure we lost... Oh, no, we got our boots back. Pretty well sure we lost, like, everything else. So we get our feather fall, fire protection. I'll take those. So it looks like we lost almost everything else other than that. And there was a pretty hectic battle going on, as you could tell from all the holes and shit. Pretty hectic battle that went on here. I was a little bit underprepared for that fight, I think. I probably should have had more potions on me, more regen, more health potion, instant health potions on me. But I think overall it was pretty fun. So we're gonna have to attempt this another time, but with better gear. Because I think we could easily do that if we had just a touch better gear. But oh, there's a star. Bam, 3 stars. And let's see if I can make it back to the waypoint. I think it was this way. But I'm going to work my way back to the exit of this area and back to our base. I'll catch you guys over there, and then we'll check out the Steve's Cart assembler that was been working since the last time. So I'll be right back. Oh yeah, after enough time, we finally got our cart. So let's set it up real quick. Actually, we're going to need some more coal. Of course, we don't have a lot, but it should do well enough. Especially since it's coming on to daytime. So we want to set up our cart. The engine will be a low priority. Solar engine will be high priority. We want to set up... Oh no, it won't let us. No. No. Why can't we put rubber trees in here? No. You bastard. Okay, well, apparently it's not gonna let us put rubber trees. I'm a little bit disappointed in that they won't let us put that. But I suppose we can put other stuff. Suppose we can put the regular saplings. A bit disappointed. Whoever set this up, I'm disappointed with you. Disappointed. But we want to set the engine on low, and we want to set this on high. Okay, there we go. So now it's going to go around and setting up the saplings, and it will continue circling around as long as it has power. And so what essentially is going to happen is it's just going to keep cycling around, and when a tree actually grows, it'll cut down the tree, and then it will replant. So let me grab a couple bone meal just to demonstrate it real quick. I'm actually still quite disappointed that it won't do the rubber trees. But we got our tree here. Bam. Alright, so that tree grew. It's going to come over here, and it's going to slowly cut down this tree, cutting down all the leaf blocks, cutting all the wood. I think it does all the leaf blocks first, and then it cuts down all the wood. And any saplings that it gets from the leaf blocks, it adds into its internal wood cutting inventory. So it's still going through cutting down all the leaf blocks. Once it finishes cutting all the leaf blocks, it'll slowly begin the process of cutting down all the wood. As you can see, all the leaves are gone. Well, for the most part, all the leaves are gone. And yep, all the wood is slowly being cut and added into its inventory. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm excited. It should cut those leaves down, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's how it's done. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect, perfect. I'm excited. Actually turning out pretty well. Pretty well. So this is going to be our tree farm. I'm a little bit, as I've said multiple times, a little disappointed that I can't use rubber trees in this setup, but I will be able to get the normal wood, which I am still kind of lacking. So that's gonna be good overall. But I think that's gonna do it for today. As always, this is Rock. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you guys next time.